All right. Are you able to see the timer start?
Yes, I'm able to see the time start.
All right. Toastmaster Varun Bhargava, the most beautiful curve. The most beautiful curve, Toastmaster Varun Bhargava. Over to you.
I've been living in Ahmedabad for the past 5 years, and yet there is something that I miss about my hometown here. When I saw her for the first time, I was absolutely mesmerized by her curves, by her elegance, and by her sweetness. I saw people standing right next to me, watching her and drool in appreciation. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, that jalebi was really, really good. Contest chair, respected judges, and my fellow hungry friends. A jalebi is a delicacy that can be found in any part of the country. And in Gurgaon, there was this one shop that had the knack of making some amazing jalebis. So when I came over here in Ahmedabad, I decided to find the best shop in town. And I was told that the combination of jalebi and fafda is something that Gujaratis love. Well, let me tell you something. The combination of jalebi and fafda is like a marriage. The jalebis are obviously the cunning ladies. They will break, but never become straight. And the men are the humble fafras. They'll simply crumble, trying to meet the expectations of their ladies. So when I started in Ahmedabad, my journey to find the best jalebi shop in town, I needed some help. And I decided to seek the most common people in the city, people who are found everywhere. Do you know who they are? The auto rickshaw drivers of the city. The auto rickshaw drivers are a very helpful community to people, and not just people, to nature as well. I mean, tell me something. Who can have as much efficiency as an auto rickshaw loading 5 to 6 people at one go? And they drive at blazing fast speeds of 10 kilometers an hour. So when I started out my journey, I went to the auto rickshaw drivers and I asked them, please suggest me the best shop in town. So the auto rickshaw driver said, all right, we'll take you to the places where we are having jalebis. The first shop that I went over to the cook. I asked him to prepare some jalebis. He started making the jalebis, but those jalebis were very, very thin. I asked him, why are those jalebis so thin? He replied, why do you need thick jalebis? Just look at yourself. It would be too much for your diet. I was shocked. How can you do this to me? And then there was a muscular guy coming in. And suddenly the cook started making thick jalebis. I was offended. This was not right. I was not going to have the jalebis there. So I contacted another auto rickshaw driver. He took me to another place, and over there I ordered 100 grams of jalebis. I took the jalebis to my table and I started having them. After a while, what I see, the cook is coming towards me with a book in hand. I wondered what he might want. He said, sir, I want you to provide me feedback for the jalebis. He said, I want you to tell me what I did good about the jalebis and what are the areas of improvement. I wondered, why has our area director not chartered a Toastmasters club in this jalebi shop? KP, if you're listening, I'll send you the details. We'll charter a club over there. But then I lost trust in the auto rickshaw drivers. For one, they understood that I was doing only one thing in the city, that is chasing jalebis. They even had a nickname for me. They started calling me Jalebi Wife. This was unprecedented. On top of that, they understood that I'm searching for jalebis, so they took me to the farthest places. I was being charged a lot of money for no reason at all. One day, I actually ran out of cash and I told the auto rickshaw driver that, see, I do not have any cash. He replied by saying, no worries, bro. You can borrow some money from me. Well, this was not something that I could bear with. They could not be trusted. But my love for jalebis did not go away. My love for jalebis was still there for 3 entire months. After 3 months, I did find something. The first thing was love, no. The second thing, great jalebis, no, 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 no. The one thing that I found after 3 months were with the doctor, type 2 diabetes. I had to stop. And one day, one fine day, I was in an auto rickshaw. No, not chasing a jalebi shop, but in fact going to my home. And at the red light, I saw a child, a homeless child who was begging. Now, usually I do not entertain beggars because they always ask for money. But this child was asking for food. He asked not once, not twice, but many times. At the end of the day, I could not take it any longer. I stepped out of the auto rickshaw and thought that I need to feed this child. I saw a jalebi fafra shop nearby, and I took him to that place, and I ordered one serving of jalebi and fafra. As soon as the child had his first bite of jalebi, I saw a smile come up to that face, and I saw that that smile stayed there till the last bite. That day when I went home, I wondered, what is the perfect jalebi? The one which is considered the best in the city, or the one that fed that homeless child? Life does not have to be as complicated as the turns of the jalebi, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it is as simple as the happiness that I saw that. I think that Ahmedabad is the best place for foodies, and we consume a lot of food. But then there are people in this city who cannot afford even one meal during the day. So I request you all that if you can spare some of your food for those people, it's not a bad idea. Over to you, contest.